The original Mac is an impossible act to follow, but I think what we can do is one, benefit from the philosophy that was really the foundation for the original Macintosh.
This product came to be because the exec staff said, stop. Let's focus on one thing, making the best personal computer, a computer that Macintosh customers will truly love.
Well, what computer would the Jetsons have had? That's the perfect way of capturing the problem, which was, it was like the future yesterday. The team was a hand-picked team from around the world. It's a remarkable place to be as a designer. There's one company where this group could exist, and that's unquestionably Apple. We were designing this product for the people that loved the iMac, but they wanted to take it with them everywhere. You will be discovering features and details months into actually owning the product.
Why do you think?
I think that the design of the iPod turned into a really personal project. I mean, I love music, the team loves music, and I think collectively, I mean, it's a product that we're really looking forward to getting our hands on. The big design story is clearly the interface, and I think the simplicity of the buttons and of the jog wheel completely belie how powerful, how effective the interface truly is. It's really, really straightforward. You can choose a song, an artist, or one of your own playlists. We're surrounded by loads of small products that are, I think, really difficult to use. I think our goal with the design of iPod was to design something that was small but was also really easy to use. Our goal was to design the very, very best MP3 player we could, to design something that could become an icon. And you know, we'll see whether that's the case or not, but certainly as a design team, I can't remember the last time where we were collectively lusting after a product as badly as we are after an iPod.
We want to talk about some technologies and discoveries that we've made that let us look at and build notebooks in some new ways. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is some new ways to build notebooks. And I'd like to ask Jony Ive, our Senior Vice President of Design, to come up and take us through that.
Good morning. I'd like to take just a couple of moments to tell you about, I think, a real breakthrough that we've had in how we can design and actually build our notebooks. I'd like to show you how we actually build our current 15-inch MacBook Pro. One of the most significant challenges when you're designing a product that is as thin and as light as a MacBook Pro is actually making it strong, making it robust, making it torsionally rigid. I think you'd be surprised to know that the aluminium enclosure that you can actually see makes a relatively small contribution to the product's overall structure. Now, the structure's primarily derived from this. This is an internal frame. It's made of multiple parts that are then assembled into the bottom case. And the bottom case is a very thin aluminium pressing. And this composite that starts to create a strong system, a robust system. And for years, we've been looking for a better way of building a notebook. And we think we found it. We had a really significant breakthrough that culminated in the design and manufacture of this product. This is our MacBook Air. There is no way that you could build a product that is as thin, that's as light, and importantly, that's as strong and robust as the MacBook Air, given the architecture that I just described. So rather than start with a very thin piece of aluminium and then add multiple parts of internal structure, we discovered that if we started with a thick piece of aluminium and actually removed material to create mechanical features in the structure, we discovered we could make a much lighter, but importantly, much stronger part. And that's exactly how we make the palm rest for the MacBook Air. So we make the palm rest actually from this solid piece of aluminium. This is an aluminium extrusion that's been blanked and then goes through multiple stages. And then towards the end, we finally bead blast the part and then anodize it. So we started with a solid slab of aluminium that weighed over 2.5 pounds. And we end with this remarkably precise part that now only weighs 1/4 of a pound. And it's not only incredibly light, It's very, very strong. That one part, just that single part, forms the structure for the MacBook Air. Now, it really is this highly precise aluminium unibody enclosure that made this product possible. So this new way of building a notebook that we pioneered here, obviously has a relevance beyond the MacBook Air. When you think about your iPhone, it's probably the object that you use most in your life. It's the product that you have with you all the time. With this unique relationship people have with their iPhone, we take changing it really seriously. We don't want to just make a new phone. We want to make a much better phone. iPhone 5 is the result of this approach. It's been completely redesigned. Along with the experience of actually using it, what makes iPhone 5 so unique is how it feels in your hand. The materials it's been made with, the remarkable precision with which it's been built. Never before have we built a product with this extraordinary level of fit and finish. We've developed manufacturing processes that are our most complex and ambitious. Starting with the aluminium, we machine all of the surfaces of the enclosure. We then polish and texture them. We then use crystalline diamonds to cut the chamfers. It's so exact that you're left with a near mirror finish. These techniques create a dramatic distinction between the product's lightly textured back and its highly polished chamfered edge. This manufacturing precision extends to how these many pieces seamlessly come together. The inlay of the product is matched to the housing through a highly sophisticated process. With the part on a conveyor, two high-powered cameras take pictures of the housing. An instantaneous analysis is done, and then the best match out of a possible 725 cuts is determined. The variances from product to product we now measure in microns. We believe that going to such extreme lengths is the only way that we can deliver this level of quality. To create the new iPhone, we began with a design that we really loved, but to build it, to implement it, we had to look way beyond what we knew to be possible. It took all of our learning, our best thinking, to realize something so simple, so clear, and yet so truly extraordinary. We have always thought of design as being so much more than just the way something looks. It's the whole thing, the way something actually works on so many different levels. Ultimately, of course, design defines so much of our experience. I think there is a profound and enduring beauty in simplicity, in clarity, in efficiency. True simplicity is derived from so much more than just the absence of clutter and ornamentation. It's about bringing order to complexity. iOS 7 is a clear representation of these goals. It has a whole new structure that is coherent and that is applied across the entire system. We've considered the tiniest details, like refining the typography, to much larger ones, like redesigning all the icons. And developing a grid system allowed us to achieve a much more harmonious relationship between individual elements. We've also incorporated a whole new palette of colors. Distinct, functional layers help establish hierarchy and order. And the use of translucency gives you a sense of your context. These planes, combined with new approaches to animation and motion, create a sense of depth and vitality. In many ways, we've tried to create an interface that is unobtrusive and deferential. One where the design recedes, and in doing so, actually elevates your content. Even the simple act of changing your wallpaper has a very noticeable effect on the way your iPhone looks and feels across the entire system. We wanted to take an experience that people know very well and actually add to it to make it more useful, to make it more enjoyable. It's driven Apple from the beginning, this compulsion to take incredibly powerful technology and make it accessible, relevant, and ultimately personal. We've designed a range of products so personal, you don't put them on your desk or in your pocket, you wear them on your wrist. And we conceived, designed, and developed Apple Watch as a completely singular product. You know, you can't determine a boundary between the physical object and the software. We're introducing an unparalleled level of technical innovation combined with a design that connects with the wearer at an intimate level. In addition to the digital crown, we've had to invent other input technologies designed specifically for a product this small. So as well as sensing touch, the display also senses force, quite literally adding a new dimension to the user interface. Tiny electrodes around the display recognize the difference between a tap and a press. This provides instant access to a whole range of contextually specific controls. For the first time, and with great intention, we've designed not only what you see, but also what you hear and feel. We've developed a linear actuator that provides haptic feedback to complement your interactions. This taptic engine, combined with the audio feedback from our water-resistant speaker, creates a discrete and nuanced experience. Creating beautiful objects that are as simple and pure as they are functional, well, that's always been our goal at Apple. We designed Apple Watch as a whole range of products enabling millions of unique designs, unparalleled personalization, both in appearance and capability. I think we're now at a compelling beginning, actually designing technology to be worn, to be truly personal. Touch, of course, is the primary method of interaction with iPad. To enhance what's possible with multi-touch and to allow for a new level of precision with iPad Pro, we've designed Apple Pencil. This began by re-engineering the touch subsystem of the display to measure both finger and stylus input on the same plane with optimal accuracy. When you're using the pencil, the system scans twice as often, allowing iPad Pro to capture more points in a single stroke. Highly responsive sensors built into the tip of Apple Pencil work with the iPad Pro display to detect position, force, and tilt. With force data, you can press lightly to get a thin stroke or press harder to get a darker, bolder stroke. signals emitted from two locations in the tip calculate the angle and orientation to produce broad or shaded strokes. Its unique tip signature allows it to be used simultaneously with your finger. And with incredibly low latency, it has a responsiveness that feels like a true writing or drawing instrument. Apple Pencil is designed to look and feel like a familiar tool. Yet with its carefully engineered technology, working with our most advanced multi-touch display, it delivers something extraordinary. Precision that actually gives you the ability to touch a single pixel. We believe in a wireless future. A future where all of your devices intuitively connect. This belief drove the design of our new wireless AirPods. They have been made possible with the development of the new Apple-designed W1 chip. It is the first of its kind to produce intelligent, high-efficiency playback while delivering a consistent and reliable connection. Infrared sensors detect when each AirPod is in your ear, so they only play once you're ready to listen. Motion accelerometers also respond to your touch, allowing you to access Siri with a double tap. When you're speaking, voice accelerometers recognize the vibration and source of your voice. Then, working with a pair of beam-forming microphones, reduce external noise. Each AirPod provides up to 5 hours of listening on a single charge, while the compact wireless charging case delivers more than 24 hours of battery life. The W1 chip enables intelligent connection to all your Apple devices and allows you to instantly switch between whichever one you're using. And of course, the new wireless AirPods deliver incredible sound. We're just at the beginning of a truly wireless future we've been working towards for many years, where technology enables the seamless and automatic connection between you and your devices. We have created a new, high-performance Mac for our professional users. It's designed and engineered to enable a wide range of uses and virtually unlimited possibilities for customization. Central to the Mac Pro design is a precision stainless steel space frame that also functions as handles and feet. It is the structural foundation for an architecture designed for absolute flexibility and uncompromising utility. The space frame provides 360-degree access to the interior, as well as multiple mounting points for a variety of different components. The thermal system is enclosed by an aluminium housing that slides over the frame and completes the architecture. Its unique three-dimensional vents are machined on both internal and external surfaces. The resulting lightweight lattice pattern maximizes airflow while creating an extremely rigid structure. Our preoccupation with utility and function defines the design of Mac Pro. We're a small design team. We've worked together for 25 years. One of the things that we've learned is the importance of listening, because as we all know, the very best ideas can very often come from the quietest voice. Ideas are extremely fragile. Ideas are not predictable in terms of when you'll have them and how many you're going to have. And so over the years, we've really created a team and an environment that I think really increases the probability of good ideas, and when they actually arrive, I think nurtures them. The design studio really is a workshop. We design three-dimensional objects, and we make lots and lots of models and prototypes. Designing and making really should be inseparable. For every finished product that you see, tools had to be designed, process had to be created and experimented with. We've worked very hard to create a singular studio that has all of these different facets. The hallmark of the group has been to be inquisitive and ask an awful lot of questions. We have really made it a practice to just have our heads down and work and ignore, in some senses, all the reasons why something shouldn't be possible.